What's up, y'all? Welcome to this episode of the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris, and today I'm joined by the commander of Foxhound himself, Liquid. Liquid, how are you doing today?
Very well. As per usual. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I was excited. It's so funny. Like I remember, I think like I start off every time we start this conversation. I always start off. It's so funny. Like I think I've said that every week since we've been doing this for
It's
some
your
reason.
buffer when you speak. It's a mental thing. Like I
Yeah,
have a thing where I say
yeah. I gotta kill it.
where I'm like thinking about what I'm gonna say before I say it.
Right. It like gives you that
That
extra
it's
second to
funny.
think.
You're buffering to say what you're gonna say.
Right. But yeah. I
Funny.
mean, when the
You want to say it
I
right
want to so bad, dude. Oh yeah. It's tingling on my lips. But so like I can tell that we're getting close to like recording because I start getting excited. Like I woke up this Friday or today.
now?
It's Friday when we're recording this,
Friday the
and
13th. Ooh.
oh, it is spooky.
Uh,
So yeah, right. I'll make sure everything's recording. Make sure nothing's going wrong because it's Friday the 13th. But yeah, I woke up tired, and as the day progresses, I get less and less tired because I'm getting closer and closer to recording time.
yes.
Yeah, so it's so funny. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been
That's
well.
gonna burn you.
Yeah, I've been great. Been playing a lot of surprisingly Lego The Incredibles. I remember we were talking.
Hmm.
Yeah, we were talking off the air, and we were like, I was talking about how I wanted this mindless sort of platformer, and the Lego games are just very collectathon-y. So yeah, went into that, and surprisingly, I'm liking it a lot. Well, in fact, if I can get into that a little bit and why I'm liking it.
Oh,
So
dig in.
yeah, so like it's cool because like I thought I was just getting the Incredibles, part one, part two in Lego form. That was more than enough for me. What I didn't know is there was gonna be a lot of homage to all Disney Pixar stuff. Like, and
Oh,
I
that's
say,
not bad.
yeah. So like there's a one part where you're like in the movie they're the I don't know, the Incredible Family. They're the Parr family. I guess the Parrs is what they're called. But
Oh, I thought their last name were Incredibles.
yeah, it's just Mr. Incredible since that was his name in the as a
Hmm.
superhero. But no, his real name I guess is something Parr, Bob Parr, or some shit like that. Anyway, yeah, I only know that because of the game. Fun fact. But
Oh.
but yeah, there's one part where you get shot. They're in the plane, they get shot out, and you're like going, falling, free falling, and then you hear the seagulls from Finding Nemo go mine, mine, mine. Like, oh, so that was dope. And then
Oh.
not only that, you even unlock characters. Like, I don't have a character that can go underwater, that can submerge, but I unlocked Dory from Finding Nemo, and now I can go underwater. So they have little stuff like that, like a lot of Disney Pixar characters, I guess too. I gotta find more. That's the only person so far I've gotten, the only character. But
Pretty sick.
yeah, it's pretty rad.
It's funny, a little side story.
Yeah.
On top of that, before Nathan
Hmm.
found Sonic, he was in love with the Incredibles.
Really.
Or if anything, I would say his first love it would probably be the Incredibles.
Dude, The Incredibles, I feel like I don't want to say underrated because I don't know where it ranks on for a lot of people, but like for Disney Pixar movies, that is. But when I first saw it, man, I liked it a lot. I'm like, holy shit! Like I love this old school superhero thing, like very like old
Hmm.
spy stuff. Like it just seems really cool, lasers.
Lasers.
About lasers. But yeah,
It's funny you say that and you talk about spies, and then I'm like, well, you say lasers, and I was like, look at you dangus, and I was like, wait a minute, lasers are a very spy thing, like
yes,
having a watch that'll shoot a laser or something. You're like,
Double O
oh man,
Seven, 007.
yeah,
James Bond had a watch. Charlie's yes. Lasers, bro.
fucking
It's all about
Bond.
spy. You can't have spies without lasers. That's a
It's
fact.
weird. I wanna argue with you just to argue with you for funsies, and I'm like, I can't. Man, spitting bars over here. Liquid. My week has been busy as fuck. Boy's trying to do things in his life, be more lame, right?
Sure.
Not now though, but today, as of our recording, last night, the Killers dropped a new album, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so they're dropping the album. It's very like the last couple albums like that happened. It's very like Las Vegas like desert style. Like it's like a little bit of country and a little bit of rock, and it's like all the songs are kind of storytelling.
okay.
Okay, but the thing is, while I was listening to that, I just go around, throw it on YouTube, put on the songs, I started the playlist, right? But
Right.
then the playlist kept going after I listened to the album. And then Neon Blue song you heard me listening to before we got it started the episode started playing, and I didn't know it was such a fucking banger of a song. I'm like, cool, now I gotta listen to this song like 50 times, and I'm like not even heartbroken or anything, because I like country music is either talking about like your tractors or how sad you are, and I'm like, I'm neither. I'm like, this is just bops. I'm like, and the thing is, I was like, this is now the second country song that I've found that I've liked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, growing up, you're like, I like everything but country, music-wise. You know how you say these kind of things?
Yeah, I still
I'm
say
like,
that.
Am I just missing out a whole genre of music that I could have actually liked if I wasn't a freaking coward?
It's a great point. Yeah, you could be onto something.
I think I might try it. I might, I don't want to start wearing, be a Ron Stone cowboy or anything, but like, I want to, the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Other than that, it's been pretty good, man.
I just have one question. So the Killers album actually came, unlike the Kanye West album, it actually came out and you've heard it?
Oh yeah, my boy Brandon Flowers, he don't miss.
Oh, okay.
All right, even in the heat of battle, he don't miss. All right. And like I said, if you like the last couple of albums, it's pretty much more or less the same. Like you can tell when they had like the radio songs,
right?
That he likes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, I put out the thing for the studio, but this is the shit I really want to. I want to tell stories when I'm singing.
Makes sense.
I like that because I'm like, you could make a whole movie. Like, in every movie, there's like a little montage all the time going on, like playing in the background where the person's having like, the moment, being a human.
Sure. I have no idea what you're talking about, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, so like, have you ever watched 500 Days of Summer?
No.
Okay, hold on. No, you know what? Fuck what I had to say. Liquid, this is about video games and we're gonna get there. You said, how have you never seen 500 Days of Summer?
I'm not a big movie guy.
Your brother Frank watch it. He fought me on it too.
I'm not a big movie guy, Chris. Like in general, I'm not a big movie guy.
Does Anya actually watch this?
I like to think so.
Well, here, you're about to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Ani, of course, Liquid. That guy over there. That guy. 500 Days of Summer. Then have a conversation. I know you're gonna get mad. Have the conversation. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right now, she's watching Suicide Squad.
Oh, I still need to watch it, bro. And I've been dodging spoilers left and right because TikTok is ruthless.
See, honestly, I had no intention of watching it, because I didn't like the first one. I thought the first one was ass.
Oh, it was. You were right to think that.
Yeah,
Will Smith and Friends.
Yeah, so the second one, when I heard about the second one, I was like, whatever. I didn't pay no mind to it. But there's one reason what has my interest for it, and that reason is the enemy. I guess I don't know if one of the enemies, and it's so odd, it's so weird how it came together because and I don't know if this is a spoiler. I won't say it.
No, don't say it.
No, I won't say it. We'll talk about it later. But let's just say I was looking at some video games, right? A specific video game, and I was looking at Easter eggs within that video game, and this character was one of those Easter eggs, right? And I was like, whoa, really? I had no idea. And then I found out that when I was telling Ani about the Easter egg, she was like, oh, yeah, that's the enemy in Suicide Squad. And I was just like, oh, really? I'm like, well, now that I'm kind of interested now, only because of the enemy, just because I think the enemy's kind of stupid, and I kind of want to watch it. Which the whole movie seems like it's stupid, but it's aware that it's stupid. It seems like that's the different approach.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Uh-huh.
It's just because it's the same director, James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn, right.
So it seems like you're like, oh, wait. You can make good movies. Because apparently DC was just like, do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Good.
James Gunn. And apparently it worked because people are like, this is the best DC movie ever.
This one right here.
Oh, okay, not over. I don't count Dark Knight.
No, me neither. I don't neither. We're talking about in a modern era.
I'm talking about the crescent line of the universe when universes started being a thing.
Right.
Dark Knight is before those times. Times.
Right. Dark Knight was the golden era.
Yes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about once Superman, the Man of Steel,
right, pretty much
and above.
Right, you're talking about when they were going to start the Justice League universe, the DC cinematic universe, when they were trying their shit, and it failed miserably, still failing, I'd argue. But
I know,
I
Bro,
know.
and they could have had a better Superman. Holy shit, that shit makes me so mad. Henry Cavill is the perfect Superman,
Right.
and you managed to fuck it up.
Yeah, it's
A
bad.
man is a nerd who just so happens to be an Adonis.
Wow. Who loves young girls?
Oh, whoa, Liquid, why you doing
I'm
that?
just saying. Like,
Age girls, who's just 18.
I said young. That could be anything. We don't know.
He talked about a whole bunch of shit. Like he's like, bro, sometimes I don't even want to talk to girls because then like I can't talk to a girl in the DMs because then she's gonna show the DMs to the world if the relationship doesn't go good.
No.
And I'm like, damn, bro.
Oh,
I'm like,
what is he? All I guess is so. Yeah. Oh, well, woe is me. Let me just
bro,
stay.
I feel bad
I'm
for
gonna.
Henry Cavill out
Yeah.
there in his dating life, bro. Right?
Yeah. I feel bad for myself as I play the xylophone on my chiseled abs. Get out of here, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill gets more for me, bro.
With your
I can't wait till Marvel picks you up because that's a hot rumor that Marvel's like, hey, if you're not making fucking Superman movies anymore, come the fuck over here.
Oh, what would you want to see him in?
Supposedly, because there's an answer. This is what fans want.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get to video games, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get to video
well, hold on. Before we, guys, this week is kind of a slow week. All right, we're gonna have conversations. So hell, we got some time to burn. Let's fucking go.
A little more podcasty, a little less gamey.
Right.
A little all right. Now turn it up. Anyway, but there's because Marvel made like an equivalent to a Superman at one point in the cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, I forget the character's name, and there'd be like, I'm like, oh, it would be perfect and a great slap in the face to DC, and I'm like, Marvel would do that shit?
Oh yeah.
Like Henry Cavill would be like, sure, fuck it, I'm done with these people. Bro, you know how good of a Superman he was that he's like, oh, I want to get into baseball. Well, guess I'll be a fan of Kansas City because Clark Kent is from Kansas.
Makes sense.
That's gonna be my team.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's my team. I'm like, you didn't have to do that. You
Right.
could have gone with the evil empire of the Yankees. Coward. By the way, props to the fucking Field of Dreams. Hold on. Let's give a little spotlight.
Dude.
Listen, tell me what you thought.
Oh my god. I loved it. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
So
I was gonna say, get into it.
yeah, so I'm a Major League Baseball fan. All right, for those who don't know, and I am a Yankees fan, and I'm not sorry about it. Now, Field of Dreams, for those who don't know, Field of Dreams is a movie, iconic movie, a baseball movie. Very, James Earl Jones, Kevin Costner. What's the dude who plays Shoeless Joe Jackson? Dude from Goodfellas. Oh.
All right, go on.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so it's great cast, great movie. You know what I'm saying? They had the whole, if you build it, they will come. That whole little motto thing there, that's where it comes from. And yes, so it's all about a farmer. He builds there's a baseball field in a cornfield, essentially is what it is. But he makes a baseball field out of it. And that's what they're doing. So next to that field, the actual film set field, which is preserved, next to it, Major League Baseball built an entire different field, like a replica of that field, very old school looking. Everything was like wrapped in like what looks like old wood, so that way it looks very old, very like run down a little bit. Everybody that was there was part of the employees and stuff like that were wearing like old school like suspenders, like very like old, because the movie's supposed to take place, I want to say 40s. I could be wrong. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Anyways, they were just very old school, very Great Depression, American Depression. That's what we're looking for. That's the look they were going for. But yeah, and man, it was great. Like, it was boring in the beginning a little bit, but towards the end, it was like, like it was so good. Like, it was just like just seeing the balls flying into the cornfields looked sick. And then, you know what I'm saying, the players were wearing their old school Yankees uniforms and the old school White Sox uniform. The only thing, if I could change anything, it was just the fact that the White Sox left with the victory, but well deserving. It was off the bat of Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson's such a great player. I love Tim Anderson. He's my favorite player on the White Sox. I usually have one favorite player on each team. And yeah, Tim Anderson is that guy for the White Sox. Him, maybe Jose Abreu.
That guy, pal.
Yeah, what's that? What'd you say?
I said he's that guy, pal.
Yeah, he's that guy. Absolutely. Okay. Like, the dude's great. So, and he hits a walk-off homer. Like, it couldn't have ended so incredibly, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Yankees top of the ninth. They were down by 3 runs. They hit 2 2-run bombs, to then take the lead by 1 run in the top of the ninth. Yankees bring out their closer for now, because their closer right now is injured, their official closer. So he throws, he gets an out, I believe, and then he gives a bomb to Tim Henderson. And while he already walked someone before that, if I'm not mistaken. So they ended up, leading in the bottom of the ninth and taking away the victory. But man, it would look, the look of it was cool. Kevin Costner came out, he spoke. It was just such a cool experience. They're gonna do it every year with different teams, so this is gonna be like a traditional thing.
Bro, so the Rays get on there, they're just gonna come out in the Devil Rays jersey?
Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe. Well, they have, I think, a fake old school jersey. Like whenever it's like old school day, like they don't wear their Devil Rays. Sometimes they'll do, but sometimes they'll wear another like outfit or jersey that's supposed to look like it's very old school feel, but obviously nobody wore it because the Rays weren't around during that time. So yeah. I'd rather them just wear the Devil Rays. I think the Devil Rays is like, and I'm talking with the purple and the white. Like I think that's a good look. Well, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers.
Just so you know, guys, we're gonna get back into video games, but just to let you know, today we will be talking about the Nintendo Showcase, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions on it, and we're gonna talk about the current state of Call of Duty. Ooh. A lot has happened, a lot is going on, the world is spinning, and we're here to talk about it. Liquid.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we're gonna get to the lot. We're gonna get to you babies later. I love you. You're my favorites. You know that. Liquid, the Nintendo Showcase. How do you want to handle this? You want to go down the list? You want to talk about our general feelings? By the way, I took notes. I call them my Nintendo notes.
Oh, Nintendo notes. I like that. That's pretty.
Feel free to use that. Bro.
I put indies that are making a Switch. Is what I put. That was me personally.
Bro.
No, we're knocking out the park. I love it, dude. Bro. I love it. I love both. Oh man.
My god.
So yeah, this is distracting me for some reason. It's there every week, but it's still distracting me.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until you noticed it.
All right. So yeah, we'll go down the list. Nintendo, of course, had their indie showcase. We'll go down each game as we usually do when it comes to these showcases. So the first thing they started off with, awesome looking game, Bomb Rush Funk. Right, very a Jet Set Radio, like a spiritual successor to that Jet Set Radio. Yeah. Comes out 2022. It has that cel shading art style, graffiti. It seems like they're taking a step further. They have skateboarding. It looks like it's in there, not just rollerblades. So yeah, man, I'm all for it. That's perfect. Awesome. Yeah.
I like how Sega, is it Sega who makes Jet Set Radio?
Right. Yes.
I like how it's like, hey, you're not gonna make a sequel. We're gonna make a sequel.
Right.
Bro, what would you think about it?
No, I loved it. I thought the music was awesome. The art style was awesome. I just love the culture look, like the feel of it. It just looks it's just sick all around.
Bro, this reminded me of like teenage cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, it's just like cool to the max, and like, yeah, man, we're gonna graffiti and we're gonna do this and like forget the establishment. And I'm just like, you know what? I love the energy this is putting out, especially with the name like Crash Rush. Oh, what is it?
Bomb Rush Funk.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's sick. It's just putting these random words together and making an awesome like title. Like,
it was like when I'm like, oh, this was a perfect way to start the showcase.
Right, and it feels like it's got like it has that like Sega Dreamcast vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's like. It's like it feels edgy, like, oh man, this is like teenager, like, oh man, I'm so rebellious right now. Like, yeah, man, it's just awesome. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing that.
I'm here for it.
What's that?
I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, same. Next one, they showed a game called Toem, a photo adventure. Now we've seen this before as well. Like Nintendo showed it before, but I guess they're just showing a little, update on the development on it. It's a monochromatic art style, just all black and white. It's I'm trying to think of how you could define the graphics. I guess you could say
drawn.
Yeah, it is hand drawn, definitely hand drawn for sure. But it's about a game about taking pictures. It seems like people give you these certain objectives. That's how you get and you're just a little sheep girl with a camera. I want to say you're a girl. I'm assuming you're a girl, but it could be a boy. But you're just taking the pictures of stuff. Like people like, hey, catch me doing this little kickflip, and you take a picture of the person doing the kickflip. And it seems like that's how you progress in the game. That comes out this fall, so not too far away for that. Yeah. Very interesting.
I think it's cool because of Pokemon Snap. We're in this day and age where like photo games may start being more of a thing. I think that lends itself to cool art like this game. I think it's cool. It looks surface level a little bland because of the art style.
Right.
Until like because what before it was like okay, like re-looking at it again, I was like, all right, I'm like okay, and then when they started talking about it, they started diving into a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, no, I dig this, and I like the swooping camera angles they have going on, so
Right.
you can see this handwritten like 2D image like all the way around. I thought it was really cool, and like maybe this is like the push in the like I'm gonna call it like the snap era.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here for it. I'm like, it's cool. I gotta ask you a question, Liquid, because I
Yeah.
feel like the first game was about this game. Would you buy it?
You said the first game was a what? It kind of cut out a little bit.
Is it like a buy? Like, would you buy it?
Oh yeah, I would buy it. I would, unless it's coming
Would
to
you buy it?
the second one.
Yeah.
I would probably wait for it to go on sale.
It's a wait for Game Pass game for me.
Yeah, like
I started thinking about it in this way.
right. It's so funny because like, and props to Xbox for kind of doing that, like kind of making that happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we talked about it, or I've talked about it. I've let you know that now before I purchase a game, what do? I check Game Pass. I check everything first. I check Game Pass. I check if I have it on Steam because I have games on Steam that I don't even remember that I purchased. So I gotta check that. I'll check like PlayStation Now even. I check everything just to make sure there's no other cheaper way to possibly get it. But no, I agree. I think it looks bland, except for when you get in the camera. I think when you get in the camera, it makes everything pop a little bit more because now you're like in this first person, so like you're like in this little world. It makes it pop a little bit more. I like that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, this would be a great Game Pass game. Was it now a thing that was going on before we get any deeper into it? A lot of time exclusives.
Yeah, well, at least I think
I wonder if like are some of these games because some of these games they said coming to Switch, but then on other articles we're finding out also coming to Game Pass.
right. Well, hell,
Is this a thing?
one game in particular that's out on Switch was also out on Game Pass, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there.
but yeah, no, absolutely. It's so funny because I don't think Nintendo did this before. Like I don't remember them ever talking about it's a temporary exclusive or whatever, console exclusive. But yeah, what's that?
Time exclusive is the
time exclusive. That's what I meant. So now that they're actually coming up front and saying that, you're just like, I wonder why. Like, yeah, it is very. It's weird.
We know why, dude.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But so I'm all for it. Then they showed Loop Hero. This game, I wasn't feeling.
Oh.
Yeah, I really wasn't. Like, I love it's Devolver Digital, and usually Devolver Digital, the games they publish are awesome. You know what I'm saying? They usually are. And
gonna get the Death Door one day, guys.
Yeah, and so this one's all about like it's like a little arena. It's like it's loops, and you're just constantly going in loops. There's like a turn-based fighting system. It's just when you're going around these loops, you're like this little stick figure character, right? And I get it. It's to kind of like make you stand out from the rest of the background. But I wasn't feeling that at all. By my understanding, you earn these cards that give you like these buffs throughout the level to help you defeat some of these enemies and get through these loops, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't really feeling it too much. Chris, what were you thinking?
When it comes to the loop, I thought because this is the Devolver Digital game,
right?
I'm gonna actually give it the benefit of the doubt. I think it's one of these games that it's funner to play than it's hard to showcase. You know what I mean? I feel like if you get into the loop of creating the map for your player to try to like build a world to get out of the loop and thus beat the game,
right?
I feel like it's probably like a lot funner to play than to showcase. That's how I felt about this game.
You're probably right. I think that actually speaks for a lot of Devolver Digital games are like that. Like a lot of games that they publish. So no, you could be right. I just feel like there's just when it comes out, what did it say? Yeah, this holiday. Hey, it's got the same release date as Halo, holiday 2021. I just feel like there's. Let's just say that that's not going to be on the. That's not near the top of the list. I'll just put it that way.
Oh no.
Yeah. So next one. What's that?
It's gonna be a great game to play next year.
Yeah, there you go. It'll make some space in the backlog there. Then we got Far Changing Tides, post-apocalyptic setting. You're sailing away. It's very calming. It's very tranquil. Comes out 2022. Seems like a little platform, maybe a little puzzly as well. What did you think?
I think it sucked.
Really?
Yeah. Like a boat game. This is a terrible trailer. Got me zero hyped. I was like, all right, this is cool, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
No, I did not like this at all.
Oof. I thought it was okay. Like, I don't think it was terrible, but again, it's one of those things where like my mind has to be like, oh, I have nothing to play and I want to do something very mindless. Like this would probably be the game to play. And the game again, that has to be like literally nothing to find. I highly doubt this will probably this will. I'm probably not gonna play it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't blame you because like when I was watching this thing, I was like, really, this is it, fam? Like, nah, I'm sorry, you're not the one. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
I'm interested in your thoughts on the next one, Necro Barista. It's cell shading. It's very anime style. Like the faces look very anime like. Seems like it's more like a graphic novel. By my understanding, you're making coffee, bringing back the dead to have one more cup, stuff like that. What do you think about that?
As a former barista myself, you know, seems like a fun streaming game.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wouldn't play this if I didn't have the intention to stream it. I feel like the conversations that are being had while the conversations are being had is like a good give and back between an audience. And I don't know if that's just because technically I'm a YouTuber now, and I just think in this regard, it is what it is. We are who we are.
Yeah.
But like I think of it like that. Like, do I think if not in that regard would I buy this game at all? No, not whatsoever.
Okay.
Think about like having a conversation, hanging out with people, and maybe like if there is a like dialogue tree and we can have back and forth and we could talk about life and like I've had some great conversations over a cup of Joe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and if it tries to go down that road, I'd be here for it. I definitely would watch a couple reviews and stuff like that before I would actually buy into this game.
I gotcha. Yeah, it's I found what interesting more than ever was they have like a little like you create your own little graphic novel. You have little work.
They like the art.
What's that?
They like the art.
Yeah, the art was fantastic, but you create your own little graphic novel, like your own little comic book, I guess, which I thought I'm like, whoa, the weirdos are gonna get their hands on this and it's gonna get really weird. That's what I was thinking. Next up, we had Garden Store. You play as this little grape. He looks like a member berry from South Park. It's very Zelda-like, is what I'm getting out of it. Like it seems like a Zelda adventure, like a Super Nintendo, maybe Nintendo. Out now. You know what I'm saying? It seems very cute, very adorable, fun.
No, I liked it, and it's a grape adventure. She said that to me, bro. It totally got me. It got it hooked at me. I'm like, yo, did you just pun me? Yeah. I'm like, I just became a lot more interested in this game, and I thought I'm like a grape being a character, and I'm like, he's just like a little round dude with some arms and some legs doing his best, and I was just like, you know what? I like this. I bet. I like the thing is like. I would want to play this, but not on Switch.
I see what you're saying.
Like, if I was playing it on another thing, because right now my Switch is predominantly a Pokemon Go, or a Pokemon player.
Right.
So it's just like, in Smash. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know if I want to play my indies on Smash, but, like, I like, if someone was like, hey, try it out, try it on your Switch, like, I think this would be a good game.
No,
I'd rather play it on my Xbox.
I agree. I like the idea that the enemy is called the rot. It's like rotting fruit, you know what I'm saying, which is awesome. But I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think the Switch is perfect. For some reason, this looks like something I would play on my Vita. And obviously I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to play it on my Switch. My
dead, baby.
my Vita 2.0. No, but yeah.
It's not a 2.0, dog. Your Vita 2.0, bro.
But
I'm
no,
sorry.
I do think that it looks good on Switch for some reason. I actually think it looks awesome on Switch only because like it seems like it'd be a game that like a little, I guess, somewhat of an open world, quote unquote open world.
Yeah.
And that's just a game I could see myself laying on the couch and just right before I go to sleep, just getting an hour or so in it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Then the next one, this one I really want to get your thoughts on. We got Boyfriend Dungeon, comes out now, also available on Game Pass though. So Chris has already tried it. Chris, let me get your thoughts. I'm not even gonna say anything. I just want to hear your thoughts.
Bro, I was blown away from this fucking game. It was one thing after another after another. Oh my god! All I got to the point is where I got to my first sword, and a fucking Adonis of a man came to be, and he's just like, oh man.
Henry Cavill? Did Henry Cavill come out of your sword?
Oh, it basically, bro. Okay, no, not as ripped, but think of it like slender, ripped, like a slender, more ripped man.
Okay.
The thrust bucket.
Okay.
The 2 lines that lead into his crotch. Sorry,
right.
This is good. But like that's happening, and he's like, oh my god, like yeah, and I'm like, it's all about finding love, and I'm like, bro, I've been itching for a dating sim. I'm like, I want a good dating sim because the last dating sim I didn't technically play. I just like played along.
Okay.
Dream Daddy.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, bro, so much fucking fun.
Really?
So much fun with that game. I had a blast with that game. Like the little I did play, I was rolling over. It's like, be that dad. And I was just like, yeah, be that dad. And I feel like this game seems like a lot of fun and very positive, like for the LGBTQ. I may have said that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm doing that off the dome. But like they announce what's your pronoun? Do you want this? Do you want that? Like very like people who are more sensitive to that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm really not. I'm just a dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like
Same.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like for people who are more sensitive to that, they have that in there, and I'm like, doesn't affect me at all. For me, I'm like, why are they asking me this fucking question?
Right.
But like for somebody else, it probably touches their fucking soul.
Yeah, it's probably important to them.
It's finally happening to them.
Right.
And yeah, for you, don't give a shit about it personally.
Right.
For you, awesome.
Yeah, it just goes to show. I mean, there's something out there for everyone, right? That's what gaming's all about.
Fuck yeah, dude. Video games are rad.
So next one we have Axiom Verge 2. It's a Metroidvania style game. It's a prequel essentially to Axiom Verge 1. I never played Axiom Verge 1, but I hear phenomenal things about it, like fantastic things. I always wanted to play it. Maybe I'll get to it eventually. I love the art style that's got like, I don't know, I guess that very pixelated art style, but very detailed as well. It looks awesome. What do you think?
I agree with you more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Were you done?
Oh yeah, no, I was just asking what we were thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. Like amazing things about this game, Axiom Verge. Not this game, the previous one before, and people are talking about how amazing it is. And like I was just like, maybe I need to pull the trigger on this. And now I'm talking to you, Liquid. Before when I was watching the showcase, I was like, whatever. But I'm like, maybe I need to try an indie game on my Switch. I've never really had the experience. Like I said, my Switch has been my Pokemon player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I've never just like, I'm in bed. Let me play a little game, for like 30 minutes and knock it out and have some fun. I'm like, maybe I need to. And Axiom Verge might be on the top of that list.
Yeah, that's I think that would be a good choice. By my understanding, it was created by one guy as well. Yeah.
People are so talented on planet Earth.
It's nuts. They're crazy.
Like it's we'll get into a little foreshadowing, but like Splitgate, like 4 people made Splitgate, like amazing. It's just but get back to Axiom Verge. I think I really dug it, and I like what was going on. Like what you said before, to preface what you said before. I think maybe I want to say game of the show.
Really, Axiom Verge.
I really dug it. Like, there's only one other game that I would say was new that was over this.
Mm-hmm.
And I take Boyfriend Dungeon out because I played it before watching this.
Okay, fair enough.
I exclude that one, but I'm like, this is something here. Axiom Verge, there's something to it, and I really dig it.
Right. Okay. And yeah, we'll get into it as far as what I thought was the game of the show as well. I'll save it for the end.
I may have jumped the gun.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we run things a little loose out here. You know what I'm saying? We just go with the flow.
Bro, this shirt don't play.
Yeah, exactly. The shirt says it all. Next one, Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. All right, it's a puzzle game, very Puyo Puyo like, but not kind of. It comes out again. Also, another Halo release, holiday this year, 2021.
Look, first of all, I feel like you're trying to make a joke right now. I don't fucking appreciate it.
It is a joke. It's funny.
It's hilarious. No, it's not funny because it's coming out. They're gonna release a new day at the Xbox show that's coming out. I think on the 24th. Okay, it's fucking happening. I don't want to hear. Shut your mouth.
Chris, I'm sure it is. Listen, I'm not saying it's not coming out. I'm just saying holiday 2021. Like, I agree. Like, it's just, I'm just stating facts, Chris. I'm just here to state facts, all right? This hard-hitting reporting is what this is.
What you think about Shovel Knight Tetris?
I thought it's funny. I was thinking the same thing. Shovel Knight Tetris. Well, I love Shovel Knight, the first one. As far as all the spin-off stuff they did, I never really played them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna play this. Like, I already know for a fact. Like, I've played Puyo Puyo, I've played Tetris. I don't really care about playing a whole other puzzle game. I mean, this game could probably be awesome, but the odds of me playing it are probably gonna be very slim. I'll be honest.
Yeah, my show notes say, "Who the fuck wanted this?"
I think there's I just think there's fans of, like, Shovel Knight, the property in general, and that's probably who.
You know what they probably want? A new Shovel Knight game. Not a puzzle game.
Right.
Like, who wants this?
Yeah, it's.
I feel like this is. I'm speaking to. I want to feel like the true fans, and I don't know if I'm overstepping. In the comments, tell me below. But I'm like, wouldn't you rather have, like, instead of them working on this freaking puzzle game, a new Shovel Knight game?
I would.
Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, who wanted, like, you know what? I really like Shovel Knight. You know what I want? A puzzle game with Shovel Knight.
Right.
Miss me with that. Miss me with that, please.
It seems like they're trying to make Shovel Knight a bigger property than what it is, and that's fine. More power to them, but yeah, I agree. I would prefer a sequel to, like, another Shovel Knight. Like, when they came out with Spectre Knight, when the Switch dropped, and they came out with Spectre Knight, that was awesome. I love Spectre Knight. I thought that was sick. But yeah, no, I'd have to agree. Yeah, I would prefer a sequel or something else.
Oh, the most infuriating thing about this whole thing.
Oh, man.
Right now, this gets I'm gonna jump the gun. You're probably gonna ask me a question later what I thought was the worst thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. This is it.
Shovel Knight. Wow.
Oh,
okay. Next one up, we got Islanders. So you get these islands, you create your own little city / utopia, and then once you're done, you get this little point system, and once you're tired of it, you can just do it all over again. Chris, what'd you think?
For me, I was like, this is a great game for somebody.
You know what's funny is that I know that person. I know who it's for. This is a great game for my significant other, Ani. So I'm gonna give you why. I'm gonna tell you why. This is what she loves doing. She loves playing The Sims, but not playing The Sims in the traditional sense. All right. In The Sims, what do? You create your character, you make your little house, you live your life. You know what I'm saying? She likes creating the characters, she likes building the house, making it the way she wants. She usually does the infinite money glitch so she can get whatever the hell she wants. And then as soon as she's done, she'll probably play 1 or 2 days, and then she'll reset it and do it all over again. She loves the building part of it. She loves putting this shit together, making it different every time.
She ever tried Minecraft?
No, I don't think she has. I don't know. You'd think that she would probably like that as well. But I think that's where it breaks, because I don't think she wants to create what's there. She wants to put stuff together, like, oh, this is an already made statue. I could put this statue in this room. More of an organizing, I guess, is more than anything. She likes to, you know what I'm saying, put stuff in place that makes it look good.
This is why your house is so damn clean all the damn time I go over there.
Yeah,
bro.
There you go. But the one great thing is, hey, the game's only $4.99. So if someone wants to try, it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? You get in, you get out.
$4.99, bro?
Yeah.
I might pick this up.
Right? Yeah, I looked it up because I looked it up for her. I was like, hey, the game's only $5.
No, this for $5, this is a steal.
Yeah, and if you've purchased stuff digitally or if you've redeemed your points for the physical copies of games that you've probably purchased, you might even have $5 sitting in your for your Nintendo account already.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, check it out. All right, so
Looks like a really solid one of these games. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, hey, it might be an extra thought, but like for the buck, might be worth it. And I'm
yeah,
like, I dug the art style, I dug the city, and it knows what it was, and like you could build upon your city, and like, I'm like, I'm like, this is not for me.
right.
For somebody else, this is the jam.
Yeah, it seems like it's one of those things where you play it as long as you just want to play it. Like it's like nobody's telling you how to do it, what to do. You just do whatever you want. You play it for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever.
I'm gonna say almost refreshing because everything's trying to be a games of service. It
Yeah.
feels great. Like this, like no, like it looked a real positive thing on my end.
Okay.
Like this, I need a palate cleanser after fucking Shovel Knight Tetris. And then, like this, like it's like, hey, bro, play, build
Right.
build an island.
I think because you hate.
I would love to build Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh yeah, there you go. I think because you hate Shovel Knight Tetris, I'm gonna buy it. I might. We'll see. I'll tell you how it is.
Hey, play. Put a let's play. Let me see how much you like it when you're playing it.
All right.
All right.
Next one up, Metal Gear. Metal Gear. I knew it was gonna get me. I fucking knew it was gonna get me. Metal Slug Tactics comes out next year. It's Metal Slug but Tactics. So you got a grid-based system. You know what I'm saying? It's turn-based, not like your traditional Metal Slug, which is side-scrolling, just actiony, shooty, bang bang. This one.
Bullet hell.
Yeah, bullet hell, very Contra-like. This one's a little different here. This one's more like Final Fantasy Tactics, if you will. And I normally don't like those styles of games. I'm not a fan of them at all. But man, I see this. I see the little cutscenes that are very anime-like, and then you got the way the pixel art looks. Oh, I think I'm here for this. I'll try this one. I'll definitely.
I'm buying this. I'm buying this game day one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
This besides Boyfriend Dungeon, like this was like, oh, I'm buying this day one. This looks cool, and I'm gonna feel cool while playing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Next,
I dig the aesthetic so much, and I feel like this is a better tactic game than it was a bullet hell game.
Wow.
Take.
That is a hot take, yeah. So next one up, I'm not gonna talk too much about Tetris Effect. It's already been on PlayStation. It's been on VR. It's been on Game Pass. We've seen it's coming to Switch October 8th this year. Didn't I say more?
I'm gonna say because Tetris Effect, if for some reason you've missed every other Tetris Effect and you haven't played Tetris Effect, it's such a good vibe. Like, I know you think because I shit on Shovel Knight Tetris so bad that I'm like, ugh. No, I shit on Shovel Knight Tetris because there's actual Tetris. It's amazing. Tetris Effect is a good. You know what I love to do in Tetris Effect, and it might be blasphemy. I like to play on chill vibes, and then when it starts getting too difficult, restart and just let the vibes continue. I don't let it get too hard. I just sit back and relax and play it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Yeah, the game's it's awesome. Such an, again, soundtrack slaps. The visual slap. It's like it takes Tetris kind of, it's still your traditional Tetris, but it flips it on its head a little bit, adds this little pizzazz to it, and in VR it's even better. VR is awesome. I'm glad we were talking about VR again since last week was pretty VR heavy. So yeah, PlayStation VR is awesome. But yeah, it's everywhere already. And then the last game, they saved this one for last, called Eastward. It has a cyberpunk setting. The soundtrack. Oh, you want to talk about a soundtrack that slaps? This thing was going hard right off the rip.
Bro. That's what I wrote in my notes. I'm like, this soundtrack goes fucking hard.
Dude, it really does. It's got, I feel like, these Earthbound vibes. Comes out September 16th, so we're just under a month. Dude, I'm here. This was my game of the show.
Bro. This is where I want to have the conversation. Okay? Because I really like Axiom Verge. Now that I'm looking at the full, I forgot about Metal. I didn't look further down because I'm looking at Metal Slug. Like, I think the top three, Axiom Verge 2, Metal Slug, and Eastward, are probably the top three games of this whole thing. And it sucks because it started so strong with Crash, Cyberfunk,
Bomb Rush Funk.
Whatever the fuck.
Was it Jet Set Radio 3?
I'm like, but it's funny that like it's such a it's Jet Set Radio 3 is such a great game that it looked awesome, but boy, like these other games, I just feel like are so much better. In Eastward, I was like, oh, this might not be another day one purchase.
Yes, I agree. Like as soon as it starts and it plays the music, I'm like, whoa, what? It already has my attention. And then I'm seeing the style. It looks like almost like a Super Nintendo Cyberpunk kind of feel. Like, oh my god, I thought it looked awesome. And then it just kept me asking questions. Like it had this little mystery vibe as well. Like it shows like this girl who, like, I think it's a girl, right? It looked like a girl. Like,
can't remember.
I guess it could have been a boy. It had no breasts. I don't know.
Tomboy.
Yeah, it could be an android for all we know. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's cyberpunk setting, so like
Android. I think of Android 17 and 18. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, no, this game, man. Like I said, this is my top. It would have to go this, and then Metal Slug, and then I'm gonna have to go with Bomb Rush Funk. Those were my top.
Go Bomb Rush Funk over Axiom Verge.
Yeah, I would. And only if, because like I played Jet Set Radio Future. I think it's a great game. I don't think it holds up well controls wise. I think it's very floaty, almost too floaty. And if this game can sort of give you just a little bit more control, or just allow better controls, in my opinion, and I can't really define better at this time. But if it could find a way to just make it, I would say even easier, because I feel like Jet Set Radio in the past, like I said, you were willing to forgive it. Now I play, I'm like, oh, I can't play this, and I'm sure some people probably disagree, but for me, I can't play it. Like, and if they can nail the controls in that, like, I think it could potentially be better than Axiom Verge. The only reason why I'm picking it over Axiom Verge really is because I didn't play the first Axiom Verge. If I played the first one, I'd probably have completely different thoughts.
I had a stroke. But no, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Like what you said, it flipped me. I was like, you know what? I haven't played Axiom Verge. I'm giving it the respect on other people's words, but I haven't put seat time in it.
Right.
It doesn't, and so I'm biting into hype. I can't do all that.
Worst game? What are you giving me? Well, you already said it. What the
fuck my worst game is?
Tetris Effect.
Tetris.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mine's.
You know what it is? It insults you. It insults you as a person who likes Shovel Knight. Because I loved Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, let me see what the fuck a hype about. And then I played it and I was like, I can't stop playing it. I'm like, you know what I would like? A second Shovel Knight. You know what they haven't given me? A second fucking Shovel Knight.
No, they've only given you the DLC. That's about it.
Fuck.
My worst.
Come on, it's been 7 years.
Worst of the show for me had to be Loop Hero. Like, I just wasn't feeling it too well. I think it's one of those things, like you said. I agree with you. I think it doesn't show well, but it probably plays phenomenally. And if I ever get a chance where I get to play it, I want to, just so I would hope it would change my mind. Wait, I'm talking about Loop Hero, Chris. I'm not talking about Shovel Knight Tetris.
No, that's what pisses me off. You say this is the worst. I'm like, there's no way. Because I'm like, at least there's a chance that it can be interesting. This puzzle game is not going to be like, man, I could be playing this, but I could be playing something else that's 10 times fucking better.
Dude, what if it, like, takes the Tetris formula and just flips it on its head, dude? And it's just, like, it's way better than you thought. Never know. I could use the same argument you literally just said for Shovel Knight Tetris.
Bro, you're crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
At least Tetris doesn't have like the. Anyway, okay, fine. We're talking in circles.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I'm gonna let you have your opinion. Just though I'm not happy about it.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, but thanks, buddy. Yeah, no. Like overall, I thought. What did you think overall of the show?
Overall, I thought it was strong showing. It seems like they had some talking in between, but not too much. Where you're just like, all right, hurry up, just show me the next one. It was just enough, you know what I'm saying? And they showed gameplay. They had the developers speaking about their games as well there, and then they'll touch up on kind of what the game's about. I thought it was great. I thought it had a great flow, and it just didn't feel like it stalled at all, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more. It was nice, tight like, hey, they put a lot of games in here, and like it didn't feel like a lot of games. You know what I mean? Like, and like games that needed to be talked about extra, they let those people talk more because I think they realized that like, hey, this trailer didn't really showcase what this game's really about. Let's sink our teeth into it, and I really dug how they let like the developers like hype up their own shit because these are these are legitimately indie developers,
right?
Or like, please buy our freaking game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm the consumer. You have to impress me, and like, even when they were talking different languages, I believe that these people really wanted me to play the game that they loved.
Right.
And there's something so endearing about it, where I'm like, hey, you know what? Even if I hate this game, it's $15, bro.
Yeah, no, it seemed very genuine. And I'm glad, they gave the independent developers their own spotlight. No, it was awesome. I thought it was good. And just real quick here, before we move on, there's supposed to be a rumored PlayStation State of Play as early as next week. So we've heard about that. I just want to throw that out there, which should be interesting because I want to see, because I feel like the last State of Play was a little lacking, and so was the one before that. So,
and there's another Nintendo announcement that was announced today, Liquid.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Pokemon Company is gonna go in depth with their 2 next Pokemon games, bro.
Oh, next week. That's exciting.
So PlayStation better bring it because Pokemon is gonna give it to us. They're gonna talk about Shimmering Silver, whatever the hell they're called.
Brilliant Diamond and Shimmering Pearl.
Yeah, what he said. And then they're gonna talk about Arceus. And I'm like, bro, this is what I was talking about, what I needed at the last Direct, and you're giving it to me. Bro, that shows you that Nintendo is listening to the microtransaction. Because they heard me complain. They're like, oh, man, we don't want to mess with Chris Liquid.
No.
Like, that's the commander of Foxhound himself.
Right.
We don't want to mess with that guy. And we don't want to talk about with his crazy friend in the background. That's me.
Not with that shirt. They don't want none of that.
No, they didn't want any of this smoke.
So,
and that's why it's coming out.
This is the first time me hearing this. And
really?
Yeah, I think it's wise that PlayStation better move that shit to the week after, because I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't. Then that being said,
unless they're gonna bring some God of War fire, they need something for the fall. They need something. I
do agree, but I don't. What are you talking about for this fall?
No. Hear me out. If they come out with a trailer for God of War like they did for Horizon Zero Dawn. They just put a trailer out there, bro. Everyone will be like, "Oh, God of War, Xbox. We wish you could, bro, but you can't."
No, I get that. I agree. No, absolutely. But I just still feel like you need to stay away from Pokemon. Like, just get out the way. Granted, I know
only God of War can get in the way.
No,
of a Pokemon.
Absolutely, I agree. Yes, God of War could get away, especially that's two different.
Metal Gear remake.
yeah, that's what we need. Two different audiences as well, so I don't think they'll really interfere too much. God of War versus Pokemon. So no, you're I couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely right.
Maybe Hideo Kojima finally come out and say how abandoned is his game.
Did you see the trailer got delayed again?
Oh, these people are trash. I'm
just like, dude.
These poor bastards. It's going to be so sad a year from now when they run out of business. It's going to be like, I'm really sorry for those people, and hopefully you get a new job, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is going to be DOA. This game is DOA. We're going to buy it to laugh at it. This game better be fire.
Did you see the legs walking? They tweeted out some legs walking. That's what they showed. Just some legs walking across the floor.
By the way, look away if you're sensitive to suicide. Hold
on. Oh my goodness. Maybe we'll get blown away, Chris. Maybe they come up with some fire, just like, oh shit, it was Metal Gear this entire time. It was Silent Hill. It's a Metal Gear Silent Hills cross up. I don't fucking know.
Crazier things have happened, but Liquid, you know what's crazier than that? The lot.
Ooh.
The list of microtransactions. It supports the dream here at the Microtransaction YouTube site. These walls that we've built would be nothing without you guys. Liquid, do you have the list in front of you, buddy?
I just so happen to have the list right in front. You know what's so yeah.
The commander of Foxhound doesn't miss.
Yeah, you gotta understand, people. I keep this list on me at all times. I go to sleep and the list is next to me. It's in my nightstand. All right. Yeah, that's where the list stays. I just gotta know, you know. So let's go through this.
Give it a look. before you go to sleep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes when I'm away, I'm out eating or on date night. I call the list up and I say, yo list, kiss me through the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got my heart, you got my mind. He's
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
god.
the list is. You're looking at the list, and I'm like, yo, who's got you smiling like that? And it's you. You got my heart, you got my mind. Like, yo, stop. I think about you all the time.
Oh my god.
We need to make that TikTok.
So let's go down this list here. We've got let's start with Nung. We got Nung.
Nung.
We've got
still supporting us, which I thought she was only going to be here for a month.
Yeah, hey, yeah, thank you. Much appreciated. We've got Ani.
Ani, the tallest man in this side of the Mississippi.
We've got Andres.
Andres. Oh, his birthday's coming up soon, so happy birthday, Andres.
Yeah, happy birthday. We got Liz.
Liz, the Elden Ring herself.
The Elden Ring.
Yes, it's mwah.
We've got Joshua Torres, aka Infinite Neo. You've seen him in the Halo Infinite trailers.
Bro, follow him on Twitch, guy. He needs a new follower. If you're
Twitch,
watching us, go to him. Follow us first, and then go follow him.
Yeah. We've got Justin Torres, his brother, also known as Cornflake. Again, Twitch. You've seen him in the Halo Let's Plays.
Bro, my boy's out there clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. If you want to see high tier gameplay, go listen to my boy J Money.
We've got Patrick, aka Patty Cakes. My understanding, we got a birthday boy, right?
Another Andres and his birthday are like 2 days apart or something weird like that.
Happy birthday to both.
His birthday's coming up, so hey, happy birthday to you. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Like, happy birthday, buddy.
Let's get some happy birthdays in the comments. Let's see if we can get a few there for Patrick and Andres. Yeah, that'd be nice. So we've got a new one. We're gonna bring in a new, popping some cherries out here. We've got Jessica.
Greek. What's something I could say for Greek?
Greek dressing.
I want to say goddess, but that's too lame.
Greek dressing.
Yes, the Greek dressing herself, Jessica, is out here giving us $1, supporting the dream. Thank you so much. She bullied me, by the way. She's mean. She's little, yet ferocious.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know what dressing is the only thing I went to. Like, I like Greek dressing. Greek dressing is very good.
I mean, like, I was thinking Greek goddess. I was like, Greek goddess. I'm like, oh, that's lame. And I was like,
so we just got done talking about God of War. We couldn't think of nothing for Greek. Wow.
And she loves God of War. She was asking us, like, when are we gonna do a God of War Let's Play?
Oh, really? Oh my god. Oh man. And then, last but not least, the Pledger of the Year. It feels like, right? We got Matt Nasty.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. My brother Matt, aka the Halo homie, he hit me up to play some Halo 2 today.
Whoa.
So tonight it could possibly go down, Liquid.
Are we talking about H2A?
We're talking about whatever. He might make us play some Reach, but like. He's broken.
It's
okay?
fine. Hey, it's cool. It's cool.
He's a top patron. We have to play some games with him.
No, that's cool. I just think it's funny because it's like he had strong feelings about Halo, like why we should like it or why not like it. And you tell me he wants to play Reach.
Bro, Matt's weird, dog. Matt.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, it's cool, man. It's cool. At least.
But also the fastest. I'm not an official patron, but kind of. Fastest patron we have, Nathan out there. He listens to the podcast with my brother Matt sometimes. So Nathan, if you're listening to this, you just had a 5th birthday. He's been loving Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Nice.
So, and some Sonic. I think he also got Sonic Mania.
Ooh,
he's a gamer now.
Sonic Mania, that's a great choice. Wow. Great choice. Yeah, happy birthday, Nathan. And yeah, man, congrats on all the Sonic stuff, man. It's just, that's awesome.
So fast. Nathan's the fastest kid I know.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Oof. But yeah, yet again, thank you so much. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, follow all the links down below. Yes. We say it all the time. We haven't done a call to action. We're like, 50 something minutes into this podcast. If you're still listening to us, just do all the bibbity bloops. You know what I'm saying? Follow us everywhere. And we just love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the dream. And honestly, every view means so much to me in Liquid. I
Really
can't
does.
emphasize it enough. You think it would go away for now? I want quote unquote as long as we've been doing it. I love when I see like any views on anything because it's just like, wow, man, you took time out of your day to watch us
Right.
ramble about video games, have the nerdiest talks about video games, and me and Liquid couldn't be more appreciative.
No, absolutely. It means a lot. Every like, every subscriber, every view, it just gets me giddy inside. So yes, thank you so much.
All right, so now I know what you're thinking, guys. We only had two topics. One topic wasn't gonna take that long. It did. Um, so that's just us. You didn't give us restraints, and then we just became a couple wild boys. This is how we
Wild.
do.
Yeah, wild and crazy kids. What wild and crazy kids?
Oh hell yeah, dude! Oh, wild and crazy kids. Brr. Um, Liquid, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What's been going on over there?
I mean, something's been going on. Like I put in my notes here. I'm like, is this like some kind of like? I'm like, yo, like stay tuned. Like you're probably wondering, yo, am I watching the microtransaction or am I watching Telemundo right now? Because there's like a dramatic novela going on right now with Activision Blizzard, and boy, but I'm here for it, man. You got the popcorn, like. So yeah, we got Call of Duty leaks. We've got just more information from Activision Blizzard, and this is bad stuff and good stuff for gaming. Yeah. So yeah, let's get right into it. Like, how did you want to start with? Do you want to start with the leaks? Did you want to start with?
Um, yeah, I guess we'll start with the leaks. Let's
Okay.
get the official stuff out.
All right. So Call of
Well,
Duty.
official, not so official stuff, I should say.
Right. Call of Duty Vanguard leaks. We know it's World War II related. This is supposed to take place after the Nazis lost the war. So pretty interesting setting, I would say. Usually you're in the shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a little different here. We know there's going to be an alpha next month in September. Alpha.
I heard. Oh, the rumor was open beta. I heard.
Well, open beta in October. Open beta demo is what we're going by.
It's a demo.
Right. So yeah, that's in October. We have heard Vanguard will be implementing an anti-cheat along with it when it comes out. And apparently it's gonna be implemented into Warzone as well. At first they were saying potentially as early as this week. But I don't think that seems to be the case anymore. I think they kind of nipped that one in the butt, if I'm not mistaken. We did know though, they did tweet out that they did ban 50,000 accounts, which means literally nothing because all they do is make new accounts. So
yeah,
great. So yeah,
you deleted 50,000 accounts. Congratulations.
Yeah, they deleted 50,000 accounts and 60,000 were probably made right after that. So yeah. In the same tweet, though, they did say that they were listening, hard at work behind the scenes, and there's more info to come soon, apparently.
Niantic bullshit.
It definitely sounds very Niantic. But a lot of people are reporting that, yeah, we're hearing about this new anti-cheat that is coming, and it's been worked on for over a year now.
I think you're right, anti-cheat as in shit.
Yeah, you could be right. They've apparently been working on it for over a year, is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? This is coming off all of the lawsuits that we're seeing as well. I think there was some screenshots though of the before I get into the lawsuit thing here. There were some screenshots of Vanguard, some weapons. It seems like they're gonna try to, even though it's based off of World War II, it's still gonna try to maintain more arcadey, by my understanding, than realistic. And when I say that, I mean like you're gonna have guns with crazy skins like you would in normal Call of Duties, and you're gonna have all that, all that stuff here. So it's gonna have its little like, I guess gamer feel to it, But that's about it. That's about everything that I've seen as far as the leaks are concerned.
Yeah, just there's been a couple more things about the leaks. Call of Duty is a big conversation right now because it is a juggernaut in the gaming space, especially in the first-person shooter space. It's shoulders to shoulders with Fortnite. I feel like those are the two juggernauts of industry right now.
Right.
And anyone says anything different, it's all what Liquid has on his head. Cap. All right. So, and Call of Duty is in a weakened spot right now. But something that really bothered me out of this leak, it bothered me more than game related wise. Let me say it like that, because people are getting fired, which should be fired, or there should be more. I don't know. We don't want to get into all that, but like, Anyway, oh shit makes me mad. But it's just like trying to like not be angry about one thing and moving on to the other thing.
Right.
But there is a standard edition, a cross-play edition.
Oh, I did hear about this.
An ultimate edition.
Right.
And that middle one pisses me the fuck off.
Now, I wanted to ask you.
What do you think?
Well, do we know this is like that's exactly what it's gonna be? Like, do we know this
is a leak? So take everything we're saying with a grain of salt.
Right. You see, so yes, I hear that and I cringe a little bit on the inside, because I'm just like, essentially, you're like, oh, so you're charging for crossplay, essentially, is what it is. So I'm just like, it's so funny because like you got everyone who is bitching at Sony. Like, oh shit, like Xbox implemented crossplay, Nintendo implemented crossplay, but Sony was, not, because they were leading in the generation. Obviously you're not going to be as, I guess, friendly when it comes to that kind of shit. You have no reason to when you're in the lead.
Yeah.
So
that's bad businesses.
But now they are starting to become more crossplay, and now you got another sort of side guy trying to come in, trying to take advantage of that. So yes, very cringy, very piece of shit like. And I'll be honest with you, I could see this turning around very quickly. When I say turning around, like them getting rid of this shit. And when I say that, I only say that because of the whole, the lawsuit with the sexual allegations and the fucking, the executive stepping down, even, abusive practices. So on all of that, I could probably see that, like, oh, maybe this is not the best year to try to implement something like this. But even then, even the thought of implementing it in the beginning, very cringy. It's once I found out they were going to World War II, I was already like, whatever. I don't care. Battlefield looks interesting. That's where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And I hear this, and it just makes Battlefield look all the more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm gonna play Halo, but Battlefield, I was never really a Battlefield guy. And now it just looks a little like maybe I gotta try that. So far, I was a Call of Duty guy. You've known me for the Call of Duty guy for years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I love this last Call of Duty. I think Cold War is a great game. I know it's not the most popular opinion. A lot of people think Modern Warfare was the better game. I disagree, but whatever, it's fair. I could see why people would like, shit. But I'm sorry, I know it's a hot take. It's just, I'm sorry, there's a lot of Modern Warfare that I don't like, I don't agree with, and people just let it go by. But whatever.
Sounds like a Let's Play you need to cover. Anyway.
Maybe. It's a good idea, actually. Just to cover why I don't like Modern Warfare.
That actually is a good idea. Hey, you're seeing a little behind the curtain, as Liquid like to say.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Inside baseball.
No, inside baseball. Yeah.
There it is. When I hear this thing, it is ever now more than ever so prominent of the Activision Blizzard that we're seeing happen in real time.
Yeah.
Where there are pieces of shit trying to like, yo, you were already gonna get a ton of money. But you want to get more, you want to add $10 more to entrance. I'm like, you're already going to get those $10 somewhere else. You're trying to scalp the ticket that you're already selling.
Right.
And it's so disgusting.
Right.
If this ends up coming to fruition, hard skipping Call of Duty this year.
I'm probably going to have to agree with you there. Like, dude, and this is coming from, like, we've heard, like in 2020, I think they made like $1 billion, like $2 billion, billion,
like millions of dollars a week at one
right,
point,
from skins and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and you're telling me you're trying to implement some kind of crossplay purchase? I gotta pay for crossplay? Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, look, I love Call of Duty. I think they make great shooters. All right, I think some of the shooters are solid.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pay for no fuck ass crossplay. You out of your goddamn mind. Like the idea of crossplay was not this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like oh dude.
You could have done this a couple years ago,
Right.
and people would have bought in. Now we have other games that do crossplay fresh at the gate for free. Don't try to sell me on something I'm already getting. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, you like this air you're breathing? Yeah. You want to pay $10 an hour? No, I don't. No,
Right.
I'm not doing that. And it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It just, they have to cut this. They have to. I bet they were gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, same.
But the thing, like, and I bet they're gonna cut off at it because they need every ounce of good publicity they
Yes.
got. Because what is it? Oh man, Diablo 3 came out with the trailer, and the game looks amazing. I never looked at a trailer that looked so good. I'm like, man, fuck you. In my life, I'm like, man, I don't give a shit. I'm definitely not. I think I'm done with Blizzard games. As in the foreseeable future, like if on the microtransaction,
Mm-hmm.
if a Blizzard game gets covered, it's Liquid covering it and me asking questions. Because like personally, I'm just disgusted. I'm done. I don't want to think about this kind of shit when I'm playing video games. I
Right.
use video games to get away from the world. I don't want to put that shit into like on my free time.
Now, let me ask you this though. I want to get your thoughts on this because like I pulled like you mentioned the Diablo the trailer just released. Looks like it's 2 days ago from the time of this recording. I'm looking at it now. Granted, when it comes to like going by the internet results, the internet numbers, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You do. It's just like like Call of Duty got so many dislikes in their YouTube video, yet sells fucking every year outsells everybody. Same thing goes with this Diablo 2, 331 dislikes, 9.8 thousand likes. So do you think the lawsuit, everything, all the bullshit that they're doing, and now that we're hearing about this crossplay sort of fee, essentially, right? Crossplay fee. Um, do you think people care? Do you think is anybody going to be man enough to speak with their wallet and just hold off on it?
I'm hoping people take the same avenue that I do, talk with their wallet, because that's all they hear.
Yeah.
It's all, and because they have to understand, Activision Blizzard, and not even Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, all these people don't give a shit what we have to say on the internet. The only thing they give a fuck about is their investor meetings and the bottom end.
Right.
And if something's not selling or something is, this is why Nintendo doesn't give a shit about what Xbox and PlayStation is doing, because they're making buku money.
Right.
They don't have to
Exactly.
worry about competing over there when they got it over here. If they see that it affects their pockets, that's when you'll see real change happen. And oh no, what happens? You're gonna have to play you might miss a Call of Duty. One will come out next year. There is literally like 10 other shooters in the genre right now doing something where you don't have to worry about this social contract. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even with Blizzard, like especially like I think this affects Blizzard games more than it does Activision games. Somehow they've been able to sneak their way through this like bad press less. You know what
I
I
get
mean?
you.
Even though I think Activision should stop calling themselves Activision and just call them the Call of Duty developer because they
Hmm.
don't make shit else.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like, and it's just it's so lame, and that's why also getting into like, oh well, like, did you have something to say about that? I'm sorry.
No, no, that was please carry on.
Okay, well, also the max exodus that is now happening because Call of Duty and so bad with the cheating and with the Activision Blizzard thing. Now we're seeing the audience Call of Duty had migrating, and we could see the numbers. Like there's I forgot what website it is, where you can see traffic on games being played live. And Call of Duty's numbers have legitimately dropped.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Now, are we talking about
and
Warzone as well?
Warzone.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
I've
about.
seen.
I'm not
I
talking
did.
about. I'm not talking about
Right. We're talking
like
about what makes him the
normal.
money. What makes him the
I'm
money?
talking about Warzone. I'm talking
Right.
about the money maker. And people have been leaving that game
Yeah.
because it's been so atrocious over there. But the cheaters, it's just like every lobby seems like it has one cheater.
Oh yeah, no,
And
I think I have more
that
than
is,
one. To be honest, I think.
I mean,
But at least,
on
yeah, I
average,
guess you're right. You're right.
excuse me, I'm sorry. Fox dying.
Ah.
Oh! All right. But it's just offensive, and now Apex and Splitgate have been bearing the fruit of Call of Duty's fumble.
Right.
You had major streamers on Call of Duty streamers like Nick Merckx, Tim the Tapman, Dr. Disrespect. They've moved over to Apex. Those numbers have grown. Um, and saying to that, do you feel like this is finally the time? People have been talking about this forever. That Call of Duty is gonna have a drop off. That Liquid, as an avid Call of Duty fan, you feel like this is finally the year where the king loses his crown.
I'm gonna have to say no, and the reason why I'm saying that because and I like that you brought up the whole like Twitch. You're starting to see them lose the numbers. Like right now, Apex is doing better than they are, not by much, but they're still doing better. You know what I'm saying? Before that was not even heard of. You know what I'm saying with Warzone. I think with the announcement of this patch, because I was trying to get just trying to get some feel for it to see what people are saying. It seems like a lot of people are like excited for it. A lot of people are like, from what I hear, are actually like, I don't care for it. I think like I don't care for Warzone. I think people, what I'm saying, like, are going to be let down, to be honest, but maybe they're not. Who knows? I think it all relies on this patch. I think if that patch is solid enough, I think if it works, or it proves itself, then this will be an afterthought. I think the player base will still be there. I think you're gonna have the select few that are, yes, they're gonna be like, hey, I don't agree with your practices. I refuse to play because of that. Absolutely. But I think the streamers who make their money streaming, I think they will go to Warzone. I think they will go back eventually, if and only if that anti-cheat works. Now, if it doesn't work, no, absolutely not. I think they're dead in the water. Now, I don't think they're gonna fall off. I don't think they're gonna just be done completely. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll eventually probably make some kind of comeback. But yeah, I guess it all relies on this anti-cheat software. That's really what it boils down to. Um, that's really it.
I agree with you to a sense, or to a point. I want to. I think Call of Duty will keep its casual market, which still will be substantial.
Right.
People who don't even know what's going on with Activision right now.
Right.
Just are working 9 to 5s, like taking care of their families, and just put a couple games of COD and moving on.
Right. They just want to get on, play with their friends, and shoot some shit.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if that's the audience you're with, I can't get mad at you for not knowing what's going on at Activision Blizzard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to be realistic. There's people that be like, you should know, and I'm like, well, calm the fuck down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey,
be realistic.
We have to be realistic.
Exactly.
People are living real lives. People are worried about their electricity bill, not like what's going on at Activision. But they can give less than 2 fucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're gonna be real about it. I don't, but I, as someone, I know it sounds like douchey to say this, but as a more like in the know gamer, like I can't. I have to make a stand somewhere. Like, this is bullshit. I can't do this. And with the whole thing with China and Activision and this thing that's only getting worse as the investigation opens up.
Right.
But to put a little positive, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm not gonna play Call of Duty this year. Not at all. I bought Call of Duty
Cold War.
What's the last Cold War? Took it off the down. I was like, no. I was like, even though they got my money, it's off the Xbox. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. No, fuck it. I'm like, it could matter to no one, but it matters to me. All right, I'm like, I'm not playing next year's Call of Duty. I'm not downloading Warzone. I don't give a shit what the fuck is coming out. They could have a Halo crossover. You get all the armor for free if you play Call of Duty. I'm still not doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
You get to play as Master Chief.
Yeah, wouldn't give a shit. I'm like, I can play a Master Chief over here. Get
He
out
could
of
play.
here.
I could play as Master Chief on Halo, starring Master Chief.
Yeah, no, I can't. Nah, it's just
No,
not happening for me. Just like no, it's a hard no. You made me think too much about real world things when I'm trying to game, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to play a video game where you're going through a dungeon and you're falling in love with your weapons. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. I just want to have fun. Okay, and you're not making me have fun.
no, I think that's a great point. Like I sit on the other end of this. Like I'm in the know as well, just like you, and I personally feel like it's not my job essentially to hurt them, I guess, financially. You know what I'm saying? Or to not play their game. Like, if they make something interesting, like, I don't find Warzone interesting. I don't. I've made that clear. But if they did make something interesting, I would still buy it. I would still, play it. Not because I'm a dick or a douchebag or whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit, but not because of the situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I feel like we've heard that the shareholders even stepped in. And they made their demands. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, they made their demands.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so they made their demands talking about like new directors, recommending like better pay practices and like with the diversity, shit like that. So like you see, when I see that, I'm just like, well, good, that's their job. They figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like the way I see it is like the shareholders or whoever the hell's involved, you figure that shit out. If you make something that I think is worthwhile, I'm gonna buy it. If I don't think it's worthwhile, which I don't think Warzone really is, and it doesn't cost anything, but I'm not gonna buy it. But that's where I'm at as a consumer.
You see, I'm gonna give a little pushback. The only reasons why the investors give a shit and they're doing this thing because they're worried about their bottom line, because you have motherfuckers like me where it's like, nah, I'm not buying your game, I'm not buying your skin, I don't give a shit. And they're like, hold on, whoa, we're losing money now.
I get
that's
that.
all they give a shit about.
Right. No, I get that. That's all they give a shit about.
That's why I say it only matters when you pay with your wallet.
But
you talk, you make action with your wallet.
You see, I think it's more than that though. I don't think it, like you're right. The money is absolutely, that's a big part. That's probably, I would say, 95% of the shit. But hell, the bad PR, I feel like is pretty bad. It's pretty bad as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking at it from just a consumer standpoint. Whatever's happening behind closed doors, I report on it. I have an opinion on it. But like, I still don't feel like it's my job to step in. That's just where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I work for a company that I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we run a company that we're worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? As far as what's going on in another company, I just don't care, I guess. You know, like I don't, and I don't mean like I don't mean I don't care, like, oh, like fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like my heart goes out to those affected, like, negatively. You know what I'm saying? Like the suicide, the harassment, the sexual harassment, all that shit. Like, absolutely, I don't want that. I'm not saying I support that in any way, but when I look at something, and if there's something that, like, a product that I want to buy, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. That's what, again.
You see, yeah, but because you're in the know,
right?
Because you know better, I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
This is why you should speak with your wallet. You shouldn't, because that's all the fuck these pieces of shit investors, billionaire motherfuckers. That's all they give a shit about. Oh. And that's like, if you don't say something, I'm saying you, but I'm saying also you.
No. I know.
Okay. But also you, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But like, you know what I mean? Like, no. This is why you have to stand up, because just because it's a tasty product, I'm like, if this shit was happening for 343, I wouldn't buy Halo Infinite. I wouldn't play Halo Infinite.
Okay.
And guys, I love Halo Infinite, but if they came out with news reports, I know, shocking, but if they came out with news reports where they were molesting women and it caused it to suicide and all this shit, bro, nah, I can't do it, because and like it just, then I feel dirty.
Right.
Like, there's so other games where I'm like, hey, how about you don't treat people like shit? It's not that fucking hard.
I absolutely look. I get that, but so.
Oh, I'm so mad. I'm
like
sorry.
you mentioned how the shareholders had to step in and they only do this because they're losing money, and I agree.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned also like okay, so like let me ask you this: so they're losing money, why? Because you said it yourself. Your Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, your Doctor Disrespect, they're not playing the game anymore. But are they not playing the game because of what? Is it because of the allegations, or is it because of the whole cheaters?
I think both.
See, I think it's more the cheaters. That's what I hear.
I
That's what I hear the
I don't know.
complaints about. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I would agree with you to a point, but it is like but you have to understand, it's the perfect storm.
No, you're right. It
Whether
is.
whether it be one over the other, let's just say you're 100% in the right, and it's only because of the cheaters are like, fuck it, that shit's happening over there. I gotta worry about paying rent next month.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it.
Like,
If we're being real honest, and by the way, if this is triggering, we're sorry, but we're getting to the bare bones of the shit, and like
sure.
it's ugly. The world is ugly sometimes, and
Yes.
right, unfortunately, we're dealing with
It's a
it
shitty
right now.
situation. Absolutely.
Yes. Just want to preface it just in case someone sees anything. We're being cold and calculated, and we're talking about only numbers and stuff like that. But this is how these people think.
No, I
And like,
exactly.
yeah, no, I'm just telling the audience, and it's just getting to the point where it's just like I think it's a mixture of both because they don't want the bad PR because Nick Merckx and all these people are having comments like, hey, what do you think about Activision Blizzard? What do you think about it? And like, oh fuck, now it's starting to affect me. And
Right.
like, well, I can just not talk about it because this is what I honestly think is happening. They're not talking about the crazy shit that's happening. They're talking about in-game shit that's happening,
Right.
and that's a perfectly good enough excuse to move on.
No, it is. You're right. Like you said, I think perfect storm was the best way to describe it. But like I feel like if they make an anti-cheat software, let's say an anti-cheat software comes out tomorrow, right? I would bet money that Tim the Tatman, your Nick Merckx, your Doctor Disrespect, they will all be on the game. I would bet money. I'm that
It would
confident.
be on the game, but for how long?
I think they would be for as long as they're still making money off of it, and I think they'll still get the questions that say, hey, so what do you guys think about this? And like I think they will dodge the question like I don't want to get into that, or I don't like to get into shit like that on the channel, or listen, I just want to play games. I don't want to talk about politics or bullshit, whatever you know what I'm saying? Like I think they will dodge the question. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not basing this off of any facts or anything like that. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I know we're kind of speaking in hypothetics in general.
No, but that's where we're at.
But yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly where we're at. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Is that right? That's exactly where we're at. So that's kind of all we have to go by, right?
Yeah, no. When you're one of the top streamers on the platform, probably like, especially in our field, you're at the top of the list. Like,
Right.
like you're gonna have to have that conversation.
Sure.
And for you and your brain, you're gonna have to have that conversation. I would be very interested because, like, I think about like Doctor Disrespect. He's in the beginning process of making his own video game,
Right.
and he doesn't want that heat
Sure.
situation in this current landscape that we're in. Um, but I don't want to spin around in circles. Shit sucks. Call of Duty, if it can, I think this is the first legitimate year they're legitimately weak.
Right. I know. I'd agree. I think this is the first legitimately year, just to add on to what you're talking about here, that absolutely, like, you got now some heavy hitters coming. We saw some promising stuff from Halo. Battlefield's looking great as well.
Make the best trailers. Holy
Dude,
shit.
no kidding, man. They do make some sick ass trailers. And like it's so funny because like I feel like Battlefield's always been chasing Call of Duty, and Halo's been quiet for a long time, unfortunately.
Decade.
Right, but now we're starting to see something, and who knows? Maybe Halo comes out swinging. Maybe Battlefield finally takes the throne for a year. So it's gonna be exciting. I think I'm more excited about that than anything.
And something else I want to talk about, just put a little positive spin at the end of this story. It's Splitgate.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I haven't because I would want to talk about this for like 2 weeks. Splitgate going from an average 400 player base to 200,000 player base because of the Call of Duty exodus.
That's wild. That is so wild. Like, and then you mentioned earlier, made by 4 people.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good job to them.
And there's a Let's Play in the channel.
Made a quality game, free crossplay in the beta.
Right. Free beta, free game, free crossplay. Let's Play. We have Let's Play on the channel. Go check it out. It's a fun time. And
Liquid American in it.
Oh, it felt good. Yeah, and I like it, man. Playing it, I liked it. I enjoyed it. You see, even though I like it, I feel like it doesn't have. I don't feel like it has the enough wind under its sails. I think it does right now. I just don't see it lasting, which sucks because I wanted to. I think it is a solid game. I enjoy it, but I just feel like when you got Battlefield making the sick ass trailers that it's making, when you got Halo doing everything right so far, I don't know if Splitgate kind of holds up. You know what I'm saying this year?
I legitimately think Splitgate will hold on to some. I don't think the player base will drop to 200 again.
Oh no, I don't think so.
I think they have until these two behemoths come out to make their stand. They know, like, those 4 developers, hopefully they hired more people. Those people are like, yo, this is the time where we make our stand.
Right.
We can become a legitimate, like, stature in the FPS genre because eyes are on them and people like the game. Everything is positive for Splitgate.
Oh yeah.
And the community's nice. Everyone's understanding. And I just think, there's certain things that I wish it was a little more polished.
Sure.
That's my only thing. But the thing is, polish is always secondary to gameplay, and the gameplay is rock solid. When other Ubisoft games, Defiant, say they have gunplay on lock, what a trash shit. I'm so happy I didn't play it. I just got to watch Liquid and Cornflake play it, and boy, it was not good.
Oh my god.
But like when you have solid gunplay, I think they have something. I think they legitimately have something.
Yeah, you could be right, and it's so funny because like you got X Defiant, which visually looks more polished, but the gunplay is just
not by much.
No, yeah, the gunplay is just not there though. That's what I'm saying. Is like the gameplay itself not as solid. Like it's so funny because like day one, because I played it, I tried it, I even recorded some gameplay, but unfortunately I wasn't gonna put it on YouTube only because it's
fucking lame.
Well, not only that, but it also said you couldn't stream it and you couldn't record it, that sort of thing. They kind of gave you the warning, and I didn't want to put it up just for it to get knocked down. That was where I was at. So, but even day one, you could see like there's literally only one gun that you need, and it kind of shreds everything. And then once I got that gun, I started shredding everything. I'm like, okay, cool. So I realized it wasn't that I was sucking at the game. I just didn't have the right gun. Once I got the gun, I was like, okay, it's easy now. And then I'm like, okay, I tried Splitgate with Chris. I'm like, well, this is really cool. Like, it's something different. I love the portal aspect of it. I love, because it's like not just shooting. It's also got that portal element where you're shooting, portals and stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, fun shooting mechanic. If you haven't played Splitgate already, guys, play Splitgate. Give it a chance. It's really good arena-style game with solid gunplay. The developers super transparent on TikTok, on Twitter. They're talking. They're letting you know exactly what's going on. And transparency and coolness, as you can tell from our previous topic, is hard to come by. But Liquid, here we are. The end of another phenomenal episode of the Microtransaction.
Yeah.
You want to say any parting word to like any of these kids out here? Because it got heavy at the end.
Yeah, no, thank you for sticking with us. We had a conversation. We kind of told each other we were gonna have something different here. Where we're just have a conversation, and I do love that we were on like two separate sides of the same coin, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was awesome. I really like that a lot. But yeah, no, thank you. We appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon if you haven't done so. Everything's in the description below. But yeah, that's about all I have. Anything you have?
I'm gonna wrap up the show, Liquid, so you know what you need to say.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm gonna let you off with take care, love each other, and above all else, be cool.
And this has been a Microtransaction.
A lot of smoke.
Vape gang, bro. Or Vape Nation.
The Rape Nation? Oh, Vape Nation.
Vape Nation. That's a H3H3.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Rape Nation. Like, whoa.
Oh God, Liquid, what the
bro,
fuck?
I'm like, is this video sponsored by Activision Blizzard?
Oh no! Oh, that's a terrible joke, Liquid. That's a terrible joke. We're just a couple wild boys. Look at that, bro. I let you off the leash, and you're just like, all right, bitch. You asked for it. Maybe that's what I need, though. We could be a bunch of wild boys. I almost want that to be part of the episode. I'm just throwing it out there.
We recorded it, so.
Okay.